What's going on, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a great holiday season so far. Still got the Christmas rush coming, but I think officially the holiday season has hit. Alright, so we're doing the Ridgid 18-volt cordless wet dry vac. It's from their X4 lineup. So it's been around a little bit. They're on their Gen 5X kick right now, but this isn't really that old. I think it came out maybe a year ago. It's a pretty decent shop vac. I'm going to try to go over some differences with it comparable to the Milwaukee and the DeWalt cordless shop vacs that are out. Right off the bat, this is the most powerful CFM-wise, okay? So this is 60 CFM compared to the Milwaukee, that's 45. I don't know what the DeWalt is. They don't give any specs on that. And this is $69, okay, right now at Home Depot. So if you're interested, you're in the Ridgid line, you want a nice portable shop vac. I got to get this cat in here. He's meowing. Can't even do a video without this freaking cat. Alright, so it's a great buy right now. You know, and Ridgid are known for their shop vacs. That's what they're known for the most, is their shop vacs. So this is no different. It's a great product. I'm going to kind of go over it compared to the Milwaukee. But first of all, some of the attachments. This hose is awesome. It's around 2 to 7 feet. It expands. So 7 feet is pretty damn good. You don't get that kind of hose with the Milwaukee or the DeWalt. And it's just a really well-made hose. Like I said, Ridgid is really known for their shop vacs. And what is cool is a lot of their attachments are going to fit on... a lot of their attachments on their old shop vacs that you might have will fit on this. So that's definitely a plus. You get a brush attachment that you don't get in the others. Real nice, real good value. And again, a lot of your older Ridgid attachments will work with this. So what I like about this real quick is it's very compact. Now, what surprises me very much is that this is a 3-gallon. Okay? The Milwaukee is a 2-gallon. Okay, and I just don't see how that's possible because the Milwaukee is just so much bigger. And once I open this up, I can kind of show you a little bit more. But just to open it, it's real simple. There's a lot of less compartments on this than with the other two. You're basically, you know, it comes in a box just like this. It's put together. How to work it. You open that clamp. Open that clamp in the back. There's 2. Just like that. And then you lift up. Okay, so this is the compartment. The one thing I want to tell you is that this plastic is very thin, very cheap, so to speak. Definitely not like the DeWalt or the Milwaukee. Not that it's a big deal. I don't think you're going to have any issues with it. It's just a very thin plastic, you know. But you shouldn't have any issues with it. You know, that might help keeping it real light, but you know, that's up to you. So the actual you know, the way it's built, it doesn't really kind of compare to the DeWalt and the Milwaukee. But come on, kitty. I'm sorry about this. I'm cat sitting here, but showtime. Woo! Yeah, and this is where you hook the hose up if you want to use it as a vac. Now this has dual capabilities like most shop vacs, and just like the Milwaukee and the DeWalt cordless vac. This is where you'd hook it up if you want to use it as a vacuum, and on this side, this is where you hook it up if you want to use it as a blower. You know, 60 CFM, definitely going to give you more than enough power to kind of, you know, not do heavy work. Obviously, I mean, it's not a backpack blower; it's a shop vac. But can definitely clear debris, dust, and some dirt, you know, out of your garage or anything like that. Showtime! Woo! Yeah, so it also has some storage compartments for the attachments. You know, if you look at a couple videos that a bigger channel has, they say it doesn't have a compartment. Now, is it a compartment like the Milwaukee? No, but they do have a spot for these attachments. This one goes right here. You just clamp that in just like that. Very secure, very tight. And then this brush one goes right into here. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand here. Just like that. So, as you can see, everything's stored very nicely. So this does have a storage compartment. It doesn't look like it. You know, when you first get it, you're like, oh, maybe I have to open this up and just throw them in there. But no, it has a compartment. It's actually a pretty neat idea by Ridgid. Again, this is pretty much corded power. You know, 60 CFM is a lot for a cordless shop vac. You know, I probably said it 3 times in this video because I like repeating myself. But by far, this is probably the most powerful 18 volt shop vac. Again, is it so overwhelming that, you know, the Milwaukee's like not even in the same picture? No. Is it so overwhelming that the DeWalt, well, the DeWalt is, you will definitely notice a power difference between this and the DeWalt. But with the Milwaukee, you won't really notice it so much. But again, it's up to you. Like I went over, quality-wise, I just think the Milwaukee is better. I mean, this little compartment here, this is, you know, very loose. You know, it's easy to come off, but it's not really on there really tight. Now, this is where you put your battery. You slide it right into there. Nice and easy. But no, it's a great cordless shop vac. And what's also awesome is that the filter that comes with it is the filter that comes with pretty much all the Ridgid shop vacs. You know, so they're very easily accessible. You know, and they're also a little bit lower in price. So, you know, if you do have to replace these filters, you know, they're not going to be hard to find. You can even take one out of your old shop vac and kind of put it in there. So that's a great thing. And also the hose here kind of has like a little power nozzle to it. So say, you know, you don't want to suck up something that, you know, say you're like trying to think of something. Say you're trying to clean something out, but you don't want to suck up something else, you know, like maybe you're doing your toolbox or something, and you know it's all got all sawdust in it and everything, but you don't want to pick up all the screws and the bolts you might have in there, you know, things that could possibly get sucked up. You have a little on the nozzle here. You have a little power gauge, so to speak. You know, if you open it up all the way, you're gonna, you know, take away a lot of the power. You can adjust it, you know. If it's not sucking up, you know, all the sawdust that you want or whatever you're, you know, trying to pick up with this, you know, you can just turn it down. And if you want, you know, full power, you just close it. So it's a very cool thing that Ridgid does with this, you know, adjustable kind of like power. But all in all, I mean, and like I said, this hose is absolutely the best out of all the hoses by far. Again, like I said, 2 to 7 feet. Just a great hose, really well made. You know, Emerson makes these. This is the one kind of tool that TTI doesn't make. You know, Milwaukee kind of makes Ridgid's power tools, most of them. But with this, Emerson is still making it. So, really nice. You know, just, you know, for the price, for $69, I mean, it's really unbeatable. And like I said, a lot of guys on Instagram go nuts about this. And I really like it too. I mean, power, you know, my opinion, if you want to go with the most powerful and you're in the Ridgid platform, this is the way to go. If you kind of just want a little bit more of a well-built shop vac, cordless shop vac, I'd go with the Milwaukee. But at the price at $69, you know, it kind of makes it a no-brainer, but that's up to you. All right, so any comments or questions, let me know. Now we're going to go see it in action and see how it does. Okay, so here we have the Ridgid 18-volt wet dry vac. We're going to run it through a couple test here to see how well it does. I'm just going to show you first where the battery goes. Obviously, this compartment opens up real simple. Just pull it out, pops right open. Get your battery and you slide it right in there. There you go. Clicks in. That clicks in, and you're ready to rock. All right. So first, we're going to start with this mess. Now, again, I did a video on this. It's getting windy out here. Oh, we're losing all the stuff. I better do this quick. All right, here we go. So you've seen that disaster. That's what was inside my Makita 18 volt. Again, I always talk about this because it's my baby. We use it as our vacuum cleaner of our house. It is that freaking amazing. It's been out for like 4 or 5 years. I don't know that new Milwaukee's going to be coming out, their new 18 volt. It's going to be very hard to beat this Makita. It is just absolutely amazing. And where the heck is Makita's cordless shop vac? They have like 200 tools, but they don't have a little shop vac. But this thing is the beast. They're very cheap now. I think you can get them for like $79. You know, Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll put it below with this Ridgid. All right, so you saw that mess. That's what goes on in our house, having 2 kids and everything. Got a little cat litter here we're gonna do. It's very powerful. You know, I don't see a big difference from the Milwaukee, but very similar. You know, this is 60 CFM. The Milwaukee's 45. It's nothing that's going to be too drastic, but this thing has power. For the money, this is definitely a better deal than the Milwaukee at 69. Once that sale ends and it's 99, I kind of like the way the Milwaukee's built better. But again, it's up to you. And again, like I said, you could put some of those Ridgid attachments on this. We got some screws here we're going to do. Sucked them up, no problem. Our final test is going to be the water. All right, so when you do water or anything, let's see how the compartment looks also. Stuff out of it. I hate these little clamps. Okay, so there's all the stuff in there. 3 gallon, like I said. The Milwaukee is 2, so you're gonna get a little bit more storage. I don't see how. Like I said, this is so much smaller than the Milwaukee, but. Okay, so when you do water, like I said, you want to take the filter out. It just pulls right out, but I don't want you to sit through that. But Milwaukee, definitely a lot easier to get on and off the filter. I mean, it does come right off, and this filter is a lot bigger. Look at this mess. But this filter is definitely bigger than the Milwaukee also, which is a plus. But anyway, let's dump this out, because we don't want to get water in here. I'm going to pause this 1 second. Okay, so like I said, the filter real quick on and off. It is bigger, but definitely harder to get off than the Milwaukee. All right, so now we got some water here. We're going to see how it does. And always, like I said, make sure you take the filter out when you're going to do liquids. It's a little beast. I like it. Works flawlessly, definitely. Check out the reviews if you have any other questions. It's got really good reviews. Again, for the price, I would go, with this for $69. Don't be afraid to jump on it. It's definitely a great shop vac. If you'd have to choose between this and the Milwaukee for the $99, I kind of think the Milwaukee's better built, but that's totally up to you. But the Ridgid 18 volt cordless shop wet dry vac Later.